What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's live stream. So today we are going to be building, so all the parts are printed overnight, and let me show you what we are building. This is what we are building right here. So this is a sculpture that is going to mount on the wall, and it's going to mount on this green panel behind me here. If you have set up, let's see, yeah. So it's going right here, and basically the way it works is there's going to be fishing line attached to this piece right here. And the fishing line is going to go from these sections in this piece right here through these holes right here. Going to go travel up through this little slit right here, through this hole up to the top. It's going to travel down through here, through these holes, and then they're going to funnel out into these holes right here. And the whole thought process behind this is as you crank this crank, this circle section is going to circle around. What's up, Epic Flight? How's it going? But yeah, this circle section is going to circle around, and it's going to pull and release the strings, creating this sort of wave pattern right here. And I guess you can't really see that because I left this camera on, but yeah, we're going to crank it. It's going to rotate. It's going to pull the strings, and it's going to create this wave pattern. What's up, Neptune? Here we go again. So it's time to build. So let's get the parts, and here they are right here. And let's take a look at them first and foremost. Let me reorient this camera right here so we can take a better look at these things. And let's turn this off right here. Just trying to get this configuration all set up. We have to reactivate this camera. It's frozen. Boom. Okay, cool. So now we can take a look at the parts. So this part right here is really sick. This printed all in one piece. And yeah, that was a really cool print. And so basically all of these holes right here printed as overhangs. And hopefully we can get a fishing line to travel smoothly into these holes, but I think that we will. That's that spout right there. All the strings are going to come up over the spout. Some other cool parts here. This base right here printed all as one piece, which is sweet. And I even printed the shafts for the gears right onto it. And let's see if those shafts... Not bad. Not bad. I will take that. That's a pretty decent amount of rotation. These are all 3D printed parts. There's no bearings in there, so yeah. So I guess really we could just start by building this gear train, because my plan is to take, I've already tied all the string here. So my plan is to route these strings through this and then put this onto the base. So first and foremost, we can build the gear train, and it's pretty simple. Throw the gear in, throw a C-clamp on there. It's tight, but it should loosen up over time. And if it doesn't, we can just throw a little bit of WD-40 on there, and that will definitely loosen it up. So the next gear, this guy right here. And yeah, it's a little tight, but it's all right. It works. And the nice thing is we're gearing down from the crank, which is here. We have a knob, we do. So that crank knob goes just like that. That gets C-clamped on, just like that. Perfect. And then that goes right into that shaft. And it is a little tight, but it's all right because it'll loosen up the more that we rotate it. Got that nice squeak to it, really, really nice. Yeah. See, it's not just a kinetic sculpture, it's also a sonic sculpture. Okay, in reality though, I don't like that squeak, but WD-40 is hopefully going to get rid of that. So that's the base, and basically this is going to go up on the wall, which if we get the camera reoriented back towards the wall, this is going to go right here. Maybe I'm going to keep it off to the side because I want the bar to go here. Let's grab that and we can see. So this bar is where all the things are going to be dangling from. They're going to be coming from here. This is going to be over here. This is all going to route, the strings are all going to route through here down to this bar, and yeah, maybe something like that is where we're going to go. So I'm trying to think of what the best way to do this is. It's probably to route the strings through this piece first, and then set it up on the wall maybe. I don't know. This is the first iteration, so there's always a process of like learning as we go through this. Yeah, let's start with this piece right here. So I'm going to turn the camera back around before we get to the wall. I'm going to bring you over here just so the light's a little bit better for you. And we can start the process of routing these pieces. And I guess we need to get the camera looking where we're working, which is right there. All right. So if you guys followed along the last week or so, we've been working on this piece, but we also worked on another piece that inspired this piece. I'm going to grab it just so you guys can see where this has come from. So this was the original round wave piece, and I use these dangly things. Someone called them dingleberries, so we're going to call them dingleberries from here on out. But I was a little disappointed because I found that the motion of them wasn't really noticeable enough. Like it wasn't defined enough. You couldn't really see the wave pattern. We redesigned this piece into a 4-bar link, which I'm going to grab that now. I'm going to try to grab that right now. So this right here is the 4-bar link version. It's missing its crank right now, and that's because I think at the end of this stream today, if we have enough time, I'm going to throw a motor on this and see how it looks when it's just moving automatically. But this is the 4-bar link version. It looks really sick in this orientation, but I was still really set on the dangly wave version, so that's where this project today came from. But yeah, so we're going to start by taking these fishing line, this fishing line right here, and this is going to route, and hopefully there's not going to be too many tangle or knots. But yeah, it's just going to basically route through these holes right here. So pull through like this. Boom. Through this hole right here in the top. Boom. And then up. And this idea right here is inspired by Neptune, Mr. Neptune's Creations over there. This was kind of his idea that we ended up integrating midstream, which was it was nice to have that idea suggested. But I'm going to throw this up in the top corner so you guys can see. What we're working on. Sweet. So this is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, I think. But if nothing is tangled, it's not going to be too bad. So I believe this is the next one. I left a lot of rope because I'm not really sure, or a lot of fishing line because I'm not really sure how much I'm going to need. But it's all right because it's easy to just cut it after. I think I'm going to use my tweezers to help me with this. These tweezers have honestly been like, for this job of doing all these knots around here, tweezers have been huge. Okay. So I'm hoping that by the time all of these lines have been pulled through these holes, it's going to be, maybe it's best to just go around and do them first. One at a time. Through these first holes. Sweet. So yeah, if you guys are new to the stream, feel free to ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer anything you want to know. About engineering, about design, creativity, life, whatever you guys want to know about. I can't promise good answers, but I'll come up with something. So right now, you can see each one of these strings, and look, I actually already freaking missed one. So we're going to try not to do that again. We'll take them all out. Just a serious web of fishing line right now. I feel like as we keep moving further along, it'll just get easier and easier to figure this out. So yeah, bear with me. But I really think this is going to be a cool piece when this is all said and done. And yeah, this is my first time ever putting this together, so I also think that I'm going to find some flow. And that's kind of the way it always goes. Even though I designed it, there's still, you know, things I didn't think about, or like things I got to figure out, like the best way to do it. Like I think this might be working really well at this point. And you can see each one of these fishing lines corresponds to each one of these holes, and it's already an interesting kind of look right there. Of course, man, you got to give credit where credit is due. That's one thing that like I really like about being able to do these live streams is like sometimes it's just me by myself, and I'm just like trying to come up with ideas all by myself. Sometimes you find yourself in these situations where you like have one idea and you just cannot think of anything different, and it just takes one person to just be like, what if you try this? And you're like, yes, that was exactly what I needed. Even if it makes no sense. Like I think on this idea, Neptune, I think that we were like pretty in sync on this one. But sometimes someone will say like, why don't you try like horse? And you're like, oh, what about cow? That's a cool idea, actually, and that's another thing I never thought about. I never thought about making this work automatically, and I actually think that we can definitely, like, that's the nice thing about this is you can add that after the fact. You just need some sort of, like way to prevent the weight from dropping too quickly, which could just be the friction in the gears, actually. But yeah, that might be something worth considering on this piece. Love that idea. Epic flight with an epic idea. Boom. Yeah, it's funny because like many of my I don't know why you're here either, but listen, I'm one to be a night owl as well, so I can understand and I can appreciate you showing up and hanging out. But yeah, I was saying just before that a lot of my projects in the past have not required me to do anything 16 times over. So it's definitely been patience inducing. I don't know what the best way to say that is. It's definitely required patience. But yeah. The end result was really awesome on the first project, so I'm expecting another awesome end result on this project. There's something about the wave motion, just the cycle of life, as someone said in a previous stream. Something about it that just looks really awesome. So you can see we only have 3 more holes, and for some reason I'm missing a string here. I think that maybe I screwed up. We can look at the CAD and see. I feel like this piece only has 15. Which is okay. We're gonna work with that for at least today's stream. But oh, that is just such a dagger. I ended up switching. The last project I worked on had 15. I just reused this part and I forgot to do this. Such a simple fix. I forgot to do this. Take this number and turn it to 16. And it's such a dagger because it takes so long to tie these. It is what it is. We're going to keep going today and I may fix it down the road just because it's just so annoying. But whatever. We're going to get the result today. This is the prototyping process, and sometimes, honestly, it's just about correcting mistakes in the CAD. There's almost always mistakes, because I try to move really quickly. I could design this whole sculpture in, like, probably, like, total 4 hours, maybe 5 hours on the computer. And, yeah, sometimes you can only catch these mistakes, but it's alright. We're still going to be able to get what we're looking for. It's just not going to be the exact vision. Okay, so now I gotta take all these strings, tie them up. You know what? I think I want to do this one by one while it's already on this base. So let's just put it on the base for now. So this goes into there. Maybe we'll C-clamp that before we C-clamp everything else into place. And then we can get this lined up onto these pins. And it goes this way. All right. It's just like such a mess here of strings. Are you talking about the guy who inspired this stuff right here? I don't know, if you're talking about Ruben Margolin, he's come up a lot in the last week because he inspired. His art is basically all like string stuff like this. Really, really awesome. His Instagram is @Ruben Margolin. Okay. So that just pops down like that. And then the next important thing here is to make sure that these strings go through these holes right here in like the proper order. And I think that just means if I start here, honestly I have no idea what that means. I think maybe this string will go here. Yeah, as long as this string, like we don't skip any of these holes, it should be fine. Yeah, Ruben Margolin, I think I might be able to like show you his page. Here it is right here. This is the guy, Ruben Margolin. And yeah, his stuff is incredible. But yeah, this is the inspiration exact right here for the piece. Yeah, there you go. Oh, sorry, Neptune, I missed your message there. But yeah, there it is. Okay, so if you guys want to, I'll just leave this open here so you guys can be mesmerized by this. And like really hype him up. He deserves tons of credit because this is definitely an adaptation from his stuff. All right, so I'm gonna start with this guy right here. And basically it just goes up. I'm going to bring you in closer so you can see what I'm doing. Goes up through this hole. There's my pliers. My mini pliers, the tweezers. That comes up through here. I'll make sure it's aligned with this slot right there. Kind of looks a little bit like a butt crack. Is what it is. Sometimes you end up designing butt cracks by accident. And then that goes through this hole right here. And that's one. And then I'm basically just going to repeat that for each string and make sure that they all go through the next hole and try not to miss any, which I probably will miss one. It's kind of my style. Make myself more infuriating work than I already have to do. So right off the bat, I think these like, they're called string guides, but I think they might take the name butt crack moving forward. They might be a little too small, but it depends on how much the weights hold them to place. It's these right here. They're supposed to be guides. I wanted the strings to like, how do I show this? Come off of these ribs. What's up, Auntie V? I wasn't sure if you were gonna make it tonight. I know it's like probably pretty late for you, but I'm happy that you're here. And bring this up a little bit. So it's like, it feels like this is all I do, but I swear most of the stuff I build doesn't take this long to assemble. Because I don't have any patience. But I think this is gonna be real sick. I'm like a little bit worried about it, putting it on the wall. I just hate hanging things on the wall here. They're like, this is an old house. None of these walls are drywall. Yeah, what were you thinking? Maybe it's inappropriate for you to say this on stream. What are you printing over there, ATV? So it looks like this is gonna look it's gonna look pretty interesting, it seems like. All the string is gonna come out of the top like that. It's gonna come through here. So as long as they don't get tangled, this should look really cool. And it might get tangled. Looks like they might already be getting tangled. I don't know. It's all a learning process here. Are you printing a sculpture right now? That's fun. You know, I like moving sculptures. If you haven't, in case you haven't noticed, I have a mild passion for moving sculptures. Pretty interesting. I recently learned about this. It's a word. It's a Japanese word called otaku. And like, I don't know, like for those of you who speak other languages other than English, the word otaku kind of falls between like hobby and obsession. And I just think that's a cool thing, like a cool word to have, because at least where I come from, like for someone to have an obsession for something, it's like, that's kind of like a negative connotation. And like I tend to be the kind of guy who like gets pretty into things. Nice, yeah. But yeah, so to have the word otaku in my lexicon, like it kind of like gives you this just like a nice way to like it's just like when you have an otaku for something like I'd say I have an otaku for kinetic sculptures. But yeah. Got the fume extractor going still. What colors are you printing in? And what filament do you guys use? Everyone state their filaments choices. If you have a favorite filament choice. RC boat sounds like fun. Sounds like something that's a good time. I think one of these days I'm going to print an RC car. Maybe I'll design it myself, but I probably won't. But that'd be a fun thing to have too. All right, this is coming along. Look at that. It's pretty sweet. I really hope that this works because I love the way this looks. This setup. Let's get some music going. These playlists are not long enough on Epidemic Sound. All right. So this is actually like quite easy to do, surprisingly. Listen, if you're getting good prints out of it, it like doesn't really matter, you know? I really don't look for too much like I don't look for too much quality in my prints. And like I find like from one filament to another, if it's not like brittle and snapping, then like it's good enough for me. You know, if your layer lines are just like a little bit like, for me at least, my layer lines are like just a little bit like not perfect, it still works. Still works for me. I'm more of a function over form guy. I've literally never printed in PETG. Someone convinced me why I should be printing in PETG. Is it for like temperature? Or you're just looking like you just need stronger parts? Yeah, definitely not a bad idea to wait for Black Friday. The PETG is food safe, eh? Is it more food safe than PLA? Is there anything really that food safe in the 3D printing world? I've actually never printed anything that had to be food safe, so I've never looked into it. All right, one more to go. Should have been 2 more, but remember I made that mistake, so there's 1 more. So frustrating. What is up, Sarah? How you doing? Welcome to tonight's stream. We even got ANTV to show up late at night in Belgium. It's pretty lucky for all of us. Okay. PLA is not food safe. Good to know. All right. So, check it out. We got all of our fishing line coming down through there. I don't know if you can really see it. There you go. That looks pretty dope. Interesting. Good to know, Neptune. That's another thing. I've never really had to print anything that needs to like withstand any sort of temperatures. Okay, so let's get to finishing this off. So basically, we're at a point now where we can put this on the wall, and we're going into the wall behind me right here. So let's adjust the camera angle. Maybe I can bring you a little bit closer. Maybe, see. So I'm thinking that this is gonna go like right here. Just get this camera all set up in the right spot. Here, this can come over here for now. Keep that inspo. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to make the holes and stuff. This looks really nice. All this string coming down like this. Alright, I think we're just going to go for the straight up drill. I'm going to mark the holes with the screwdriver. And I'm going to use these wall plugs right here. But these walls are really old, so I have no idea. Like, there's like plaster, and some of the walls are drywall, and some of them aren't. So, not really sure what to expect on this wall. I'm also not really sure what size drill bit to use here. So I'm just gonna measure it. So maybe if I make the holes like 4.3, that's what I'm gonna try. Really clutch that I got this set of metric drill bits. And so when I need a 4.3 bit, I don't have to do any fractional math. Just grab the 4.3 millimeter drill bit. Got my drill. All right, let's make a mess. Okay, that felt like drywall. I don't know if it's drywall or plaster. That didn't feel like drywall. I don't know if we're gonna need the third hole, but let's just do it anyways. There's something incredibly satisfying about hammering plugs into the wall. Except when you fucking crush it like that. Oops. Oh man. I'm not really, I don't have a lot of these plugs. This one I just completely destroyed. Okay, we're gonna drill the holes bigger. Going with the 4.5 millimeter drill bit. Oh man, are you giving me a suggestion right now? Yeah, honestly, I already thought about that, but I just forgot to get one, and I really wanted to hang it up. So in the future, if I'm going to hang something against the wall, I'm going to use that method for sure. But right now, I already have so many holes in the wall across this whole house that when I move out, I'm going to have to do a shitload of spackling anyways. So whatever, what's another 3 holes, right? Yes, moving forward, definitely going to be a nice sheet of plywood. All right, get in there. This is what happens when you buy these plugs from the dollar store. Okay, better. And then now I have to make sure I even have the screws, which I don't know. I don't know what screws came with this thing, but we're gonna go with these. Just grabbing random screws here. Try to stay consistent. Okay, these ones. Those should work. There's not gonna be a lot of force or like weight on this thing, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's just try it. Screw it, do it. Not bad. There's one ugly ass empty hole here, but we're gonna worry about that later. I was planning to make plugs for the holes anyways, so yeah. Okay, next thing on the list. So this guy is gonna go like here maybe. And I want to make sure that it's level. It's very important. So I think what I'm going to do is make a hole, and then I'll screw it in and then do the second hole. Like, hanging things on the wall is definitely not one of my strengths. So if there's a better way to do this, other than what Neptune already suggested, because that's a great suggestion, if there's a better way to do this, let me know. I made 3 holes for this. I don't know if I'm going to need 3, so we're just only going to do 2 on this as well. And I got the hole, I got the drywall plug. Broke it again. There we go. Go with these screws for this guy. I don't know where any of these screws came from, so yeah. I do have a Discord server actually. I don't really know how Discord works yet, but I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, there's definitely Discord. If you guys want to join, you're all welcome. It's JBV Creative on Discord. I don't know if there's anything more I have to do than that. Excuse me for being such a millennial. I only like really recently learned about Discord, honestly. So, yeah. I'm a fast learner though, so if you guys teach me how to use it, I will learn how to use it. I lost my level, it's right here. Okay. So like realistically, this doesn't have to be perfect, but as close to perfect as it can be is probably better for the way this whole thing will look when it's all working. And I just want to make sure that I don't tangle up any of these cables right now, because that would be a huge, huge pain in the butt. There we go. She's so beautiful. Looks like she's got a nice, beautiful ponytail. So pretty. All right, one more drywall plug. Beautiful. And I think it was this screw. Just hammer that in a little bit more. Oops, made a little mark on there. It's all good. The beauty of this piece is going to make it so that's unnoticeable. All right. Let's see how good I was in the end. Ah, not bad. I don't know if you can see, but it's not bad. Oh, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, let me confirm for you guys what the Discord server is. I don't know. Do I have to invite members to it? Does anyone know? I honestly feel like my parents when they're like trying to turn on their computer right now. This is what they feel like. Welcome and dude, I don't know if it's public. How do I edit it? Oh my god. All right, guys, I'm gonna do this after the fact. Oh, okay. Go to the top left title of your server. Click edit invite link, change the expiration to never, and then hit generate. All right, let's try it. Invite. Do I have to copy the link? Edit invite link. Never expire. Save. Now what do I do? Okay. How do I share it with you guys? Is there like a barcode I could just hold up to the screen? Okay, hold on. I don't know if I can chat in my own live right now, can I? Let's see. Copy. Yeah, for some reason though, my yeah, whatever my OBS is just not. It's not allowing me to sign in. But maybe I can do it here. I go here, go here. My own live right now. Oh my god. Okay, cool. I can do it here, I think. But now I have the Discord app on my phone, and I have to get that to. Oh my god. How do I do this, guys? Say something. Yo. That's fun. All right, Discord app. How do I copy this? Oh my God. Here, I'm gonna do it with drives. Upload. I'm gonna grab the drive. Boom. There you go. Look at me. All right, I'm getting off here because it's creating this weird feedback. So let's get back to work. All right, we just learned something. That's fun. Okay, so next thing we got to do now. We got to take all these strings. Yeah, it's a serious delay. I don't know how to fix that. If anyone can help me out in fixing that, please, please let me know. What's the magnet idea? Did I miss something, guys? Oh man. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. I see I got some new Discord pals. I fucking love it. Welcome to the Discord, guys. And thanks for helping me enter the 21st century. Okay, so for this part, all we really need to do is just run these strings through these holes here. And just make sure I get them right. That's easy enough. We may have the same problem that the weights are just not heavy enough. And so I might actually just attach a marble to the bottom of each one, a ball bearing. I'm going to turn on my glue gun in the meantime. It's not plugged in. We're going to need it over here somewhere. There's one problem. I'm living in this old house, and there's like one outlet. It's literally running the entire thing. Yeah, that's a sweet idea too, actually, the magnet idea. Love that. Now you guys are thinking. I like that. Helping me come up with way better ideas than I would ever come up with myself. All right, let's keep doing this here. Cool, I never really considered that the fishing line would actually be creating a shadow. But that's cool too. So there's this problem with all these lines being a little bit tangled up here, which you can't really see, but hopefully we can sort that out after all of these lines have been set. I'm just doing like small sound effects over here, don't mind me. Well, thanks for tuning in, Mr. Epic Flight. Hopefully I'll catch you in a future stream. I guess, yeah, right now it's 6 o'clock here, which means it's what, like midnight. You must be like somewhere in like UK, something like that. But I ran a poll on YouTube and like I got a lot more votes for this time of day rather than earlier, and it actually works way better with my schedule. So I think I may be doing my streams more around this time. It's actually a shoulder workout. Yeah, sweet. That is dope. I didn't even think about that. Now we have a means of sharing. Discord for the win. Look at that. I'm already understanding what its purpose is. It's so fun to be seeing this like actually come to life here. You know, like the radiuses that I put in these holes are actually like useful and like I don't know. It's just this is fun. This is like the best part of all of these projects. I try really hard to enjoy the process, but there's just nothing that beats seeing it come to life at the very end. Look at that. Oh my god. That is so sick. So last step here, well there might be two steps actually. One thing I'd like to do is try to figure out like, if we look here, let me see if I can show you guys. A little bit of a mess, the way these strings come out of this hole. And I don't know if it's just there's nothing I can do about it, or I don't know if it even really matters. We'll see. But when all these strings are tight, I just really hope that that tangled mess right there doesn't cause like problems in the way the weights can move up and down. But we'll see. I guess all we can really do is put it together and hope for the best. So everyone, fingers crossed. Yeah, definitely. I can, I don't know. Give me some suggestions on how to set up my Discord, and I can work on it a little bit tomorrow. But let's see what you've just posted. I'm so excited. Did you design this yourself? So nice. Everyone who's not looking at this, this is what it looks like. The renders that Fusion does are amazing. That's one thing that's really lacking from this version right here. This is awesome. I want to see a video when it's all put together and working. It's too bad you're not being able to print it in gold like that, because that's so nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's do this. This is the last tedious part here, but so I made this tool right here, and its purpose is to go right here and allow me to space things out perfectly. So, the method for doing this is kind of like this. I have to set this circle in the middle first, and we're starting on this string right here, which is coming from, I don't even know where it's coming from. Oh my god. Oh, it's coming from here. right here. So I need to set the circle at the furthest point away from this string right here. So that's all the way over here. And that looks pretty good. And then basically I'm going to use this wedge right here. I'm going to wrap the string around that wedge. Just like that. And hopefully I can hold it in place. What's the best way to do this? Maybe I can use some pliers, some tweezers. So I'm wrapping the string around this wedge, just like that. And grab it with the pliers. And then throw this in like that. Oh man, come on. So one thing I didn't do with these wedges is I didn't taper them on the sideways plane. Let's see, if I go like this, put this on this way. So I don't want to fit in on the sideways plane. Okay, I have a solution. I'm gonna grab my side cutters. What's up, Alex? How's it going? You're not bugging me at all. Not at all. I'm a fan of you for wanting to be an engineer. I think the best way to do it is to, you know what? That's a really good question, actually. Let's pull the crowd here, because I went to school for engineering, but if you are working on mechanical stuff and you didn't go to school for engineering, how did you get into it? We lost our tunes. Playlists are just not long enough for these streams. Okay. Boom. This goes in here like this. Boom. And if all goes well, that should push in. And it's not going to. Okay. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make some changes in the CAD. And then we're going to reprint these parts. And we're going to do it all together. So let's pull that open. And maybe we'll get some music going. And we'll find a new playlist here. How about focus and relax? We'll just go with the now trending playlist. Let's see what we get. I have no idea what it's going to be. Yeah, honestly, I think just winging it is probably the best way to get into it. Is to like download some CAD software, watch some tutorials, and just start playing around. Because it's sometimes best to learn by doing. So what I messed up here was I set the clearance for this wall, but I left it as the same clearance on this wall, and now it won't slide in. So I'm just going to make a change to that, and then we're going to print some. We're going to move it in like 0.15 on each side. Maybe even more, just to be safe. And then now we can print them. Yeah, I think like it's definitely like, it takes time to learn, but I really think that anyone can do it. So, Alex, my best advice to you is just start playing around and trying things. And there's so many resources, and watching my stream might help, I don't know. But when I'm doing my design work, you can definitely pick some things up for me. And I'm trying to decide if I want to print these right now or if I just want to cut them. It's just going to be a pain in the butt to cut them all. Where did I just save it to? Here. Oh, well now I know what my problem was. I used the wrong file. That's annoying. Oh man. Some of the mistakes I make are just so infuriating. Let's see how long these will take. $18 minutes. Okay, we can do 18 minutes because I have something else I want to work on today anyways. Or you know what, in the meantime we can actually glue stuff. Like, there's a lot we can do in the 18 minutes. Let's do it. Save. We learned AutoCAD in school actually, but then I haven't used it since like probably 15 years ago. I think AutoCAD might be honestly dead, or at least it's like used for like doing 2D building drawings. I'm not sure. I've never seen it used for 3D stuff. But yeah, Fusion 360 is a great option as well. I think it might be easier to get a copy of it. May not. I'm not sure. I honestly can't believe I printed those parts the wrong ones. It's like so lucky that it's like 6 cents in material, but still, what a waste. Okay, so while that printer is lining up, setting up, I think what I want to do is I've never heard of Alibre before, actually. Interesting. What I want to do is I want to glue steel ball bearings to the bottom of these, so when they're hanging from here, they're actually like giving enough weight that they're pulling the strings tight. I don't think that these would be heavy enough, so let's just do that in the meantime. I'm going to take you guys over here. I guess we can do it. What is plugged into what? I'm going to bring you guys over here. And then I'm going to plug my computer. I'm really lacking on outlets here. I think that means we're still plugged in. Yeah, we're still good. Okay. Got some steel ball bearings here. The print is starting, that's good news. So I think I'm just going to do it like this, straight up. So I guess it's like a good opportunity with this Discord is like I really want to hear from you guys on how I can improve my stream and what I can do to like make it more interesting, better, cover better topics, talk about things that you guys care about. So definitely keep that in your minds, you know, and when you have ideas, just hit me up in the Discord. Just making these little dudes now. Little upside down dudes. They're gonna hang like this. Discord is definitely a fun place to like share work, you know, amongst our little community that we're growing here of engineering artists, engine artonauts, engine arts, engineers. Yeah, honestly, I think Twitch would be better, but it's so hard for me to start on Twitch. I already had a little bit of like an audience on YouTube, which is why I was even able to get like 8 of you here. Twitch, I tried streaming a couple times on Twitch, and like literally just my mom and my girlfriend showed up. It just felt weird talking to like a screen. Accurate 3D printer, honestly, for me, nothing beats the Prusa. Nothing beats the Prusa. If I could have 10 Prusas, I would, because they're just so good. I've literally never had a failed print, so that's my printer recommendation. I wish I was sponsored by them. This is not a sponsored ad. Sarah, you are definitely an OG. 100%. How much do the Voron machines cost? Honestly, I'm sure there's lots of printers out there that beat the Prusa. It's just, I have personal experience with it. Like right now I have 4 printers here, and honestly only 2 of them are like even trust right now to be using, so, and the Prusa is one of them. I'm actually happy that I'm doing things in this order, because if I was doing this while they're already on there, it'd be so much harder to do. So the wedge mistake was definitely a blessing in disguise. And by misguise, I mean disguise. It's been a long day. Hello, Mr. Kniff. Kniff or Niff? Is that a silent K? Well, we love to have someone surrounding us and making us feel like we're geniuses. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Where is 16? Oh, 16. All right, so it's like knife. How's your resin printer? I've considered getting one actually, but I used the Formlabs like for like a solid year at my last job, and I just found it to be such a pain in the butt. But you definitely get nice prints from it. And Sarah, I'm sad to hear that there's a brain lesion. I hope you're getting that checked. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Thank you, Neptune. Yeah. Sarah, don't let that stop you, but also please get it checked out. Alright, we got our, one more. 16 soldiers right here, ready to dangle. Wow, you are a warrior. It's honestly the best attitude to take. I think I'm with ATV on this one. Yeah, honestly, everyone here, let's take some inspiration from Mrs. B over there. She walks. She walks, and she thought she was told she never would, but she does. So these wedges are just the wrong wedges. Okay, let's see how much time we got left on the print. Maybe like another 10 minutes. Okay, so in the meantime, I had something that I wanted to do, and I'm gonna do it. We're gonna throw these out because we don't need them. Okay, so what I wanted to do was I want to put a motor on this. Oh my god. Soldiers, go back in your box. I print in PLA, so they don't really smell. Yeah, it depends on what you're printing, exactly. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Mrs. B. I love that attitude, and honestly, it's something that is really something that I'm going to take some inspiration from here. Okay, so what we're doing here is I built this adapter right here. I have this motor right here. This is a stepper motor right here, and the reason I'm using a stepper motor over just like a regular DC geared motor is because you can silently control these. This is my plan, at least. This is my theory. I've never tested this yet. But you can silently control these, and so you can create these mechanical sculptures that are automatic, that don't have that annoying gear motor sound, which, if you don't know what that sound is, I will show you. Kind of lacking space on this desk, but it's all good. We're gonna make it work. Okay, so this is a sculpture that is controlled by a gear motor. That's this motor in the back, right here, and yeah. So when I turn it on, listen. So one thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create these sculptures in such a way that you can have them running without any sound on. For sculptures like this one, for example, I'm just going to bring you over there. It's the best way to do that. It's probably to just flip you this way. You guys haven't really seen this side of my shop, but it's here, it exists. All right, and then there's this guy right here. And when you turn it on, oh, it doesn't work right now. It kind of makes this like whining sound, and it would be so much better if it wasn't whining. So my solution to this problem is to use a stepper motor and a silent stepper motor driver. So let's attach the stepper motor here. I think I need to drill a little bit. Lost my drill. Found my drill. Let's turn you guys back around. All right, here we are. I think I'm going to get rid of this before I burn myself. Okay, just need to drill these holes out first. And I'm only going to use 2 holes because I'm a little bit lazy, but it will work no problem. Not enough force on this to need more than 2 holes. I need my Allen keys. Oh no, my light died. This is still bright enough here. Of course, I'm missing an Allen key, and it's the one that I need. And where is it? Okay, cool. Let's get another screw. So the only problem here is I'm actually missing yeah, seriously, man. They're never where they need to be. Thanks, Mr. Cody. Who was Alan anyways? Seriously. Why did he get his name on these keys? He like literally didn't. Just like why don't we just take a 6-sided square, take a Robertson, give it a 6 side, and get my own Allen key name. Okay, so I made a bevel gear that goes on the end of this, and I lost it, and now I need to find it. And I think it's on the ground somewhere. Oh my god. Yes! We got it. Okay, so this is going to go here. Just see if it even fits. It was designed to be a press fit, but it's not quite a press fit. It's good enough for now. I think I'm going to have to redesign this to have motor capabilities, but for now, There we go. So I just need to drill some holes in the side of this base, and that can hold that on. And for this, I have the perfect thing for the job. So this is actually like a huge hack that I learned. Yeah, definitely a glue fit. But I don't want it stuck on there. So I need to redesign the bevel gear so I can screw it into place. But this is a big hack I learned. These are number 4 thread forming screws, and they actually work incredibly to like hold 3D printed parts together. So these are number 4. I need to drill with like 2.8 millimeter. This is like the biggest thing for me is like I put shit down and I lose it instantly. But let's see if I can get this right. So I'm really gonna use like the least. What's up, Steven? Welcome, buddy. It's always a good day when Steven comes to the stream. Steven from 3D Printer Academy. But yeah, here's the really precise engineering method I'm gonna use for this. Just hold that into place and just like hope I can get it to drill properly. You know what? I'm gonna hot glue it first. Hot glue into place and then drill it. That's pretty good. Hopefully I can get that gear on. This is obviously all an afterthought. I did not really plan this out well enough, but it's good enough, I think. If we can just like, oh no. Okay, there's still a chance. Lost my Allen keys. Found my Allen keys. So what I think I need to do, so I was just trying to adapt this piece that I already printed to get this to work. It's just so classic. I like tighten it down and realize I have to unscrew it. I feel like we've all been there. Just like, oh yeah, we're never gonna have to take this apart. And then like literally 5 minutes later. And see, our print is at 80%. We're almost there. So Simplify 3D lies to me like every single time with the preset. It said 18 minutes. We're at 22 at this point, but we've all experienced this like inability for these printing softwares. Ooh, nice. No, this isn't gonna work. We're gonna have to get the top 2 screws instead of the bottom 2. It's not the way I like to do things as a mechanical engineer, but it is the way it's gonna be. 84% everyone on the print right now, so we're almost ready to finish this thing. That is the thing behind me that we started this stream on. Steven, this is a stepper, and the reason I'm using a stepper is because I hate that whine that those small gear motors make. So I'm hoping I can use a silent stepper driver on this to run this. And we'll see if that is actually the case or not. But since that's off. Okay, we're just gonna go for the straight drill and see what happens. Okay, that worked. Okay, that worked. Let's see if these number 4 screws hold. And maybe we're gonna put the stepper motor back on now. Okay, the whole glue process thing was pointless. We didn't need it. And live and learn, I guess. AntiV and Neptune, where were you on this one, guys? We know where AntiV is. He's grabbing his part off the printer. Yeah, so this, like, hopefully, if I can get these, the stepper motor driver thing to do the silent operation, then all of my work is going to be a lot more, I don't know, like, installable. So there's this store in downtown Toronto that wanted to install my art, but they didn't like the whining, and they asked me if I can make it silent. So here's my attempt at fixing that problem. The only problem with using a stepper motor is it's a lot more complicated to control. You need like a little microcontroller in order to drive it, but it's worth it if I can have that silent operation. So these screws are too short. I believe I have longer ones. I just don't remember where I put them. Classic. Classic move. They're in here somewhere. On my floor shelves. This is a terrible game that I have to play daily. Is where the fuck did I put everything? Nice. Functional prints for the win. Yeah, silent is good. Wind-up springs, also good, but I want to be able to plug this stuff in and have it run forever. Oh, yes. The print is done. So we are going to come back to this. Because this was just a distraction project. But in the meantime, at least that works. Although I lost a screw. I think I've just like generally lost it today. It's just one of those days. But that's actually not bad. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna come back to this. Let's, in the meantime, grab these pieces off the printer. And then we can come back here. And finish this baby off. And I'm gonna grab a playlist for this last little bit right here. Cool. Okay, new wedges, check. Dangling marble cylinders, check. Let's see if they fit. They do, check. Hopefully it's thick enough. So here's the process. Pull this wedge up. Hopefully hold it in place right there. And then we're going to hold it like this. Like that. And this is going to come right here. Has to go this way. Push in and hang. And the wedges are actually a little bit too big, but it seems to be fine right now. Maybe for the sake of this, I'm just going to put a dab of hot glue on each one. Again, this is the process here, so yeah. Gabe, on this project, I'm not using a microcontroller. This is just straight up mechanical, but when I do, I generally use Arduino. Just because I'm a mechanical engineer and it's easy. But I'm in the process of learning Python right now, so I'm hoping that through that I can expand my ability to do computer stuff. So we'll see. Okay, let's keep going with this. The next one is this one. So basically we gotta drag this circle, pop this on here. The wedge. I think I really need to come up with a better way to do this. There we go. Unfortunately, I don't think it's supposed to be lower than the last one. I think it's supposed to be higher. Maybe we can adjust it now. Alright, my system, guys, is not working that well. But it's okay, it's not going to stop us. So I think I just need to put dabs of hot glue just to hold it in place. Luckily, our hot glue gun is still fired up. So, crappy system, but it's going to work. So, next. This guy here. This goes here. Pull that tight. Grab it. Oh no. Oh, that's enough. Pop that in there. Push it into place. Pull this off. And why is this? Alright, we're just gonna keep going and fix it after. Damn. I need like 16 arms. That's good to know. I think there's gonna be some Raspberry Pi coming up in my future. I definitely need to find a better system for this. I was trying to design this so the whole thing is 3D printable, but honestly that might be a tough constraint in this case. Like, this is way too low, I think. Oh, maybe because it fell off. I don't know. Let's see what happens. If I like start to crank this around. Okay. There's hope. There's definitely hope. Let's throw some glue on here. Yeah, it definitely got expensive. I was surprised to see that. Yeah, we're just gonna put some glue dabs on these guys so they don't go anywhere. Really ugly, but we're not gonna wait another 20 minutes for those new wedges to print. So that would be on iteration 2 if we get there. I'm gonna be so tired dealing with fishing line after this is all said and done that we're not doing another iteration. Alright, next one. Part of the problem is I made way too much extra line here, so I'm just going to shorten it first. Give you guys a little bit more of a zoom out view. Maybe I'll give you this view like this. Yeah, it's going to be this for the next, I don't know. I guess there's 4 down. We have 15 total, so 9 more to go. Can't lose any of these wedges. That one's so loose. Why is it so loose? That one we're just gonna haku. And set the height. That one's ugly. Oh my god, this is stressful. I have a new method. Go like this. Grab it with the wedge, like this. Oh my god. Wedge down. Oh, I can't decide which method to use here. And I lost my tool. Where'd my tool go? Gotta win those challenges. Misty, this is my job. This is what I do. Day in, day out, I'm trying to slowly grow this into like a real business. There's already been some fun opportunities. Oh, there we go. We just figured out the way to do this. That is definitely the way to do this. I wish that these wedges were a little bit better because this would be so much easier, but we have a method now. Where are we here? Okay, here it is. Pull that. Line this up. Boom. Grab our tool. Grab our wedge. Grab our dangly thing. Wedge goes on. Our tool goes on. Boom. Hold this up like this. Oh my god, I gotta stop dropping these wedges. I'm gonna do a soft wedge and then pull it into place. And then a hard wedge. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, we're in business here, guys. The tool on there, boom. Wedge, cylinder. Oh, this is one of those soft wedges. Oh my god, it's actually working, guys. It's actually working. I'm missing the whole conversation here. That's a genius idea. Neptune, come in clutch again. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's stressful at times. It's not always, you know, it's like starting any business starting out is just, the work is fun, but the business part is quite challenging. But yeah, hopefully, you know, like, that's why, like, your support and, like, the support of everyone here is just, like, so huge for me. It really means so much to me, guys. Like, seriously. And now we have a Discord server. That's fun. I'm excited about that. Let's keep going here. We're almost done. Next up. Oh, that is so annoying. Nice. Next. That's so frustrating. Just need these wedges to be like 0.1 millimeter thicker and this problem wouldn't be happening. Oh my god. Alright, that one's ugly. Bye. Let's just see how it looks. So this problem with the tangled lines is already shown. I think we might be able to fix that after the fact. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. Bear with me, we're almost there. They're all falling off these like little slot things, so we might have to get rid of those. I gotta say, I'm so over this right now. It's crazy. I think what we're gonna have to do. Okay, so the basic idea is there. But there's a couple problems that are actually like, I think that I need to fix. Hi Mary, how are you? Yeah, so Neptune, I'm thinking that the same thing. I need to make something that goes on the top and separates the line. But I'm going to show you on the computer the changes I'm going to make. And I think I'm not going to finish this because there's no point if I'm making the changes anyways. Hold on one second. And then tomorrow we will get everything finalized and finished. And I'll do it before the stream tomorrow. So when I come on stream, we'll be able to see it working right away. And then we can move on to the next project on my list, which I think will be pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to try something. So just because I've run out of time here, I'm supposed to be meeting one of my buddies, my buddy Graham. If you've seen any of my videos, I always mention my buddy Graham because he's an incredible engineer and he always comes up with incredible ideas. But here's what I'm going to do. One thing I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to get rid of these things altogether and reprint this part. And then I'm going to do something here to like, maybe I'll put some ridges or something in this segment. So all the strings have their own place to go. And that's because, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, hold on. Boom. So I'm gonna get rid of these segments right here because the strings are kind of falling to the side of them. Let's hear it, ATV. That would be fun, another marble roller coaster. But I'm actually, the next project is gonna be something not 3D printable necessarily. But yeah, and then I was saying I'm going to have some sort of like ridge system in here that is going to solve the problem of all the strings getting tangled. Because if I show you the strings right now, here, they seem to be getting tangled a little bit, so there needs to be something that can organize those. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to improve the wedge system completely because the wedge system sucks. So, I'm sorry that I couldn't deliver on a finished project today, but it is the process of engineering. This was the first iteration, and I often don't get it right the first time. But a couple of small changes overnight, we're going to print it all, and then, yeah, it's going to be working tomorrow, I can guarantee it. So hopefully I can see you guys all tomorrow. I said that I was going to be doing my stream at 12. I'm actually going to do it at this time of day because it works a lot better for my schedule. So I hope to see you guys here tomorrow at 7 o'clock, tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time. And yeah, I hope you guys all have an incredible night. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for joining me.